This is a Geek Leader podcast, and I'm your host, John Rauda. This show is all about helping us grow as leaders, become better technologists, and improve our lives both at work and at home. I hope you enjoy the show and learn a lot. Welcome to a Geek Leader podcast. I'm your host, John Rauda. And if you could, please do me a favor and take a moment and leave a rating and review in whatever podcast player you're listening to this on, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, doesn't matter. I would greatly appreciate it. And that feedback really helps get other listeners to the show. Also, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And if you feel so inclined, you can go to geekleader.com/tip and donate to the show. Thanks so much. All right, Geek Leaders, today I'm honored to have Vitaly Gerko on the show, and he is a leader in the ad tech space. So we're going to talk about AI. We're going to talk about all the new changes that are coming on and the rapidly growing space in the ad tech industry. So with all that being said, Vitaly, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, John. Nice to meet you, and I'm very glad to be here today.
Yeah, if you don't mind, just tell the audience a little bit about your background and how you got into the ad tech space, and what is it that you do today?
So you know that my career track started like you. We founded a company on web and application development and hosting and digital advertising in 2011. So I worked as a CPO in this company. Then in 2013, we made successful implementation of the project, exiting and receiving an option. And after this, with my partner, we founded an OTM company, and my role was CPO, and the tech, I was responsible for the tech stack in the field of advertising and monetization of digital traffic. And in 2021, this company, OTM, was sold to a big corporation, a telecom operator from Europe. And by this way, by implementation of this project, they produced spare cash, which are allowed for reinvestment in startups. Because on my career track, I was very interested in different teams, in different projects and services around this field, around the digital advertisement. So I try to help this project and these startups to achieve their goals by assisting, by providing funding, offering expertise in unit economy, in performance-based models, driving traffic, and so on and so on. And then, but to support these teams, we founded a care company that now I'm leading a role to provide different technologies for publishers, for sell-side companies in the United States and in Europe. So it's my career track by this day.
Awesome. So with all that's happening and changing with generative AI and the technology in the ad space, how has that kind of affected your industry and your business?
So you know that, sure, that of course, advertising is around us, and artificial intelligence has a big different fields of advertising, and artificial intelligence is raised to different fields of such technologies, because we use these technologies in creatives, in personalization, in streaming, in retail media. You know, it's a big companies in this field of advertising. So in Vikeo, we use artificial intelligence to implement a code on publisher side. User gather data and try to make video from text in a simple way. And our advertisers, they need a good quality from video advertising. So we try to achieve their goals in this way. So we use every day and every time we use artificial intelligence in this way to try to achieve the goals of our advertisers in this field.
So if I understand this right, you're saying you can take a blog post or a article or something that somebody has written and turn that into a video?
When user come to a text article, our pixel, our code, they collect data and implement this and use this text into a video in a video player. So users they can read this text, or they can listen or watch the video with this content. And it's based on OpenAI, on ChatGPT, if you know.
So, do you get to like if you're one of the companies that are using this, would you get to choose kind of who the what the voice is and things like that go into this text and turning it into audio or video?
Yeah, it's going to video, from text to video. Mm-hmm. And our tool, it's use different formats in video advertising. So we can implement advertisement in this video content based on text.
So how is it that you confirm or validate that the video generated is what is meant by the user? Is there any quality checking or anything that goes in there?
You mean the quality of advertisement?
Yeah. Like if you're taking text and turning it into like a short video, how do you validate that video matches up with the text the way that a human intended it to?
You know that our users they try to watch and to listen the content, and we give them these opportunities and to implement video advertisement in this video. We try to achieve goals of our brands and advertisers, and users prefer to watch, to listen the content and not to read. So we implement our code on publisher side and only one code. It's very simple. And then we collect data of user behavior. And if we collect a lot of data, we this code play the video on different articles and implement and play video content basis on text articles. So it's from users. It's very simple to use.
Awesome. And what are the results? Like, do you see a significant improvement when it comes to the quality of the traffic that's driven from a video versus just a text?
The quality of this traffic,
like in advertising, you mentioned that people don't want to read; they'd rather watch videos. Are you seeing like like video ads better?
Yeah, the video ads is better than any other ads like banners, like contacts, and so on. And advertisers, they prefer to use video advertisement. Call it in-stream. Maybe in-stream. It's very high quality traffic, and we by this technology, by this tool, we derive this traffic, engagement, and revenue for our publishers. And from one hand, and from the other hand, we give good quality traffic to our advertisers.
So when it comes to knowing what kind of ad to insert into a video that's already playing or out there, how do you determine like the user's preferences to know that you're serving them the correct ad?
Our model based on content, only on content of the article. So we use this content meta tags, and we use an analysis of the content of the articles. And from other hand, we use data and behavior of our users. That's now on this side on application. And both from content and users' behavior, from users' data, we try to implement the most common and most relevant advertisement to this user.
So basically, do you build profiles of the users, or is it just automatically generated based off of?
Yeah, we make and try to make a profile of the user from one hand, and from the other, we analyze and make and try to understand what content now in user screen. Yeah. And based on these items, we implement an advertisement of different vendors or brands.
So, what's new in the industry of video advertising today?
You know that from linear TV, we come to streaming TV ads, and most users, they try to take content from Hulu, from Amazon Prime, and different other projects. So the new thing is the streaming ads, and also these platforms they use artificial intelligence in the sphere of streaming ads, and where they use different ad formats in these fields, and also they use different data based on behavior of our content, of what we see and what we try to find in this way. So video advertising, I think, is the biggest market in advertising for the last 2-3 years. And I think that artificial intelligence is in this career. They try to do the best and try to give different opportunities for big brands for advertisements in this field.
So when it comes to streaming versus linear, are you able to target ads to the individual, or is it more to like a region or geographic the way linear ads were done?
I think that users prefer to use streaming ads, not on linear TV, and different projects and companies in this sphere, they try to use this behavior of users, and from one hand, and from the other hand, they try to gather money from brands, from vendors, from manufacturers, and they give them opportunities in video advertising based on users' behavior, on users' data, on different ad formats in this field.
So let's go back in time and think about when you started your business and decided to focus away from the development and design into the advertising space. What was that like? What was that shift like for you?
That it's very different markets, because when I start my career, I make a company on web and application development. And then I understand that advertising technologies, a tech company, they are much more bigger than development companies. And I tried to gather a company and team to make a tech technologies. And we work direct with big companies like Unilever, Procter & Gamble, and so on. So it's much more money, as a business or a company.
Yeah. How is it that you've grown your companies the way you did? What was kind of your methodology and your leadership style for doing something like this?
That in this way, I try. First of all, it's a team, because we need to motivate our team. And you need to have a good partner. You have to make a good team with options with good motivation, and beside this, you need to make a very good project in for your customers. For example, we make and we have different big contracts with big enterprise, and of course we need to make a very good technologies, very good tools, predictive machine learning tools, yet to try to take this budget, this advertisement budget from Google, from Amazon ads, from Facebook ads, from the Trade Desk and so on. And of course, if you want to make a very good project in this sphere, you need to, first of all, you need to make a very good motivated team inside the company. And then you need to have a very good and interesting tasks inside the project. And I think it's very interesting in our sphere because we implement different tools, different artificial intelligence tools inside advertising, and try to help our customers, our big vendors, big brands achieve their goals in effective and in the advertising. Because it's in video, in banner ads, in app applications, in different sphere of traffic, we try to do the best for our.
Yeah. So that when you're growing a team and trying to find out the people that are the right fit, what are you looking for?
So I think it's I try to look for hard skills, basically.
Yeah.
That part, and for soft skills, sure, because as a CPO, I need a very high quality and very high level CTO, but also we need to have a very good developers inside the teams, basically on hard skills, but also our business. It depends on communications with agencies, with big brands, big enterprise, and big teams on this side. So we have and try to rise our skills in soft skills. Yeah. So to make a very good business in this field, you need to combine hard skills from developers and soft skills from business development, Salesforce team, and so on.
Yeah, that makes sense. Has any of the recent privacy laws and things that have come up affected the way you have to do these advertisements or the data that you get
sure.
on profiles? And how have you guys mitigated some of that?
Yeah, you know that for the last 3 or 5 years, a lot of conversation about privacy, cookieless. You know that from iOS 14, DFA, and Chrome browsers, they reject different third-party cookies, and laws like COPPA, they defined and behavior of place in these fields with users' data and so on and so on. So a lot of troubles, a lot of issues in this sphere, but we try to use different option to try to collect the data of our users, because you know the targeting depends on that you get the data of your users, and you try to make targeting content, advertising formats, and so on based on this behavior of the users. And you know that we have stable ID, hard ID to implement in this sphere to make connection between advertisement technologies and users' data. And we try to do this to make targeting, to make analytics after users see this video advertisement. They click on it and they go to vendor side, and we use these tools to try and achieve the goals of our advertiser companies.
With international laws like with GDPR and things like that, there's been a big challenge with building those profiles and storing them and things like that.
Exactly.
Do you have to do things differently for different locations, or do you pick like the most stringent standards and kind of follow that across the board for everybody?
Yeah, we try to replace it. We try to find any other ways to collect and to use this users' data in our technologies. And of course, we implement these tools like DFA or hard ID or stable ID. I mean email. I mean telephone number on something like this to replacement third-party cookies, DFA, Google Advertiser ID to use the data in advertising technologies. So in this way.
Yeah. So what's next in the world of ad tech? Like what's going to be the next thing? Because this generative AI seemed to kind of take us by storm. So what's the next big thing that's coming that you guys are preparing for?
Yeah, you know that the new thing there, it's for example e-commerce and artificial intelligence. You know that Amazon ads, it's a very big business, but I think 5-7 years it's e-commerce side. The same thing, if you know Walmart Connect, Target, Global, and different e-commerce sites and place, they try to make retail media. And this trends is confirmed, I think, in all spheres of retail media now. So advertising now is focused on performance because and every big enterprise or a small company, they need performance, and major solutions needed by the market include technologies for improving performance assessment, analysis of internal and external data, quality assessment services, and also anti-fraud. You know that buy traffic, it's the same like bot traffic. I mean, buy bots, because a lot of companies we see that they spend their money on fraud. It's a very big problem in this sphere. So we hope that artificial intelligence technologies they try to help advertisers, help tech companies to make better in this field, this anti-fraud. So retail media analyze data on customer purchases, and preferences, and they allow brands to create targeted advertising campaigns based on this. And I also mentioned advertising on streaming services. It also uses the model of embedded advertising, and of course cookieless and stable ID. We also mentioned it. So retail media focus on performance, artificial intelligence, streaming ads, streaming services, and hard ID, stable ID to replace cookieless.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I think it's the most common trends in our sphere.
Yeah, so it sounds like there's a lot of changes coming up, and there's been a lot of changes that are already taking place.
Yeah, exactly. Because in this sphere, advertising is all around us. When you wake up, you use your phone, and in Facebook, in Twitter, it's X, sorry. So a lot of advertisements there. And advertising is all around us, but we are very tired of it. We're bored. That's a lot of different formats, video, banners all around us. So, and people are tired from common advertising and these formats. So, and another trend is to change these formats to more performance based, more focused on performance, more relevant in different formats, but from vendors, from brands to users and customers.
Yeah, for sure. Well, this has been a great conversation. I really appreciate having you on. If you don't mind, just tell the audience how they can connect with you online and maybe learn more about the things that you're doing and the companies that you're working with.
Yeah, that I'm focused on tech and MarTech technologies, and I have a lot of companies in my sphere of interest. And if you want to make a conversation with me, please come to my LinkedIn or X account. I will be very glad to speak about advertisement technologies, or maybe you, as a project, you can come to me, because I try to help to different startups, to different companies that launch projects in tech and MarTech, so I can help with fundraising with my experience and my networking in this sphere. So thank you so much.
Hope you enjoyed the show. Please go to geekleader.com to learn more about what this guest is up to. Click on their links and connect with them online. I would also greatly appreciate it if you could leave me a rating and review in Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the show. Make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. And if you feel so inclined, you can leave me a tip by going to geekleader.com/tip.